Presence will transform a spare smartphone or tablet into a free internet security camera. It's available on iOS and Android, and it's also available on the web at app.presencepro.com. To get started, download the Presence app onto your primary smartphone, the one that you carry around with you, and also download it onto a spare smartphone or tablet that you wish to turn into a free internet security camera. Here are a few tips for your Presence cameras. Make sure you have a solid Wi-Fi connection. Sometimes if even one bar is missing, that represents a significant loss in connectivity. Plug the camera into power. Keep the camera out of direct sunlight because many smartphones will close all of their apps or power down if they get too hot. Finally, if you have any issues with your camera, try rebooting the phone to clear out its memory from other apps. Check in on my other video on dedicated camera mode to see how to turn iOS devices into dedicated cameras that won't crash and will require a PIN number to unlock. I tapped on the remote control button to get to this main screen in the Presence app. This gives you a summary of your entire account, and from here you can quickly get to all other areas of the app. There's a list of all of the cameras that you have online right now, and next to each camera is a toggle switch. If you toggle it on, you can actually turn on motion detection from anywhere in the world. You can see I just turned on motion detection on my Android camera here. Let's go ahead and turn that off, and let's tap into my iPhone 4 down there. And it takes a few moments to connect because we designed Presence to only stream video when you want to watch it live. If left alone, each camera will use about 4 to 5 megabytes per day just staying online. Let's go ahead and look at the buttons on our screen. There's a back button that will exit the camera or the viewer. There's a flip button which will toggle between the front camera and the back camera. And just below the flip button there's this battery icon. It will tell you if your camera's plugged in. You can also take a picture and you can capture a video while watching live. This will get saved to the cloud. And if your camera and your viewer both support it, you have this green icon in the bottom left corner to initiate a two-way video call where you can actually talk back to the people and the pets who are nearby your camera. Presence has a lot of options for your camera. Let's walk through the options menu. At the top, you can give your camera a nickname so you can remember where it is. And it's too bad that smartphones and tablets don't have night vision yet, but you can turn the flashlight on remotely to see in the dark. The alarm section here will allow you to turn the alarm on and off remotely. Once it's on, it's very loud and obnoxious, and it requires your password to turn off. You can make the alarm turn on automatically when motion is detected by toggling this slider here. You can also make your camera beep once, twice, or 3 times when motion is detected. This next section is all about recording Presence video alerts when motion is detected. You can turn motion recording on or off right here with this toggle switch. The max recording time is how long your camera will record video when motion is detected. Pro video users have 100 times more cloud video storage in their accounts, so they can really crank up the maximum recording time. This record full set time means that your Presence camera will keep recording video until the maximum recording time you specified, even if motion stops being detected. It's off by default, which means when motion stops being detected, so does your video recording. Time between recordings is the gap in seconds between each motion detection video alert. This is one of the knobs you have to avoid getting blasted with too many video alerts when lots of motion is continuously happening. The sensitivity is set to detect tiny movements by default. But if you have a small pet you want to ignore, or if you wish to ignore a tree blowing in the wind, you can tune this down to detect huge movements if you want. The countdown time is the amount of time in seconds before your motion detector is armed. It's like a security system that gives you 30 seconds to get out of the house. We make it go down to a minimum of 5 seconds because your camera needs time to autofocus and the motion detector needs time to warm up. This next section is all about privacy. You can dim the screen or undim the screen on your camera to make it look like it's off, either right on the camera itself or right from the switch while you're watching remotely. Pro video users can change the text that appears at the bottom of their camera's screen. By default, the text says, "This camera is being watched remotely," letting someone on the other side know that they're being watched. Allow video and allow microphone are pretty self-explanatory. If you're sharing your account with family members or roommates, maybe you want to turn off the microphone so that they can't hear your conversations in the kitchen. This will also eliminate echoes if you're in the same room as your camera. Your camera's speaker volume can be controlled remotely right from your viewer. This is useful to manage video calls, to make sure your dog can actually hear you when you tell it to get off the couch. Finally, this last section here is all about Twitter. You can optionally turn your Presence camera into a motion detection enabled Twitter camera by connecting it to your Twitter account. Check out #Presence app on Twitter to see other people's feeds. You can find more Presence tips and tricks on our YouTube channel. Tap into the navigation menu, go down to Settings, and scroll down to Presence on YouTube. Lots of great videos on there. Go check it out.